Delhi police recovered a golden kalash stolen from the Red Fort during a Jain ritual. The accused entered the temple area wearing a dhoti and carried the kalash in a bag. Inside it were 760 grams of gold and about 150 grams of precious gems including diamonds, emeralds and rubies. The kalash is valued at nearly rupees 1 crore. Police traced the suspect and found the stolen item in Hapur. The recovery has brought relief to the Jain community. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge launched a sharp attack on the Election Commission. He claimed the EC is no longer independent and has become like the back office of the ruling BJP. Kharge said the commission has even stopped sharing details about voter fraud cases, raising doubts about its fairness. He warned that the credibility of election is at stake if the EC acts with bias. His comments came during a press briefing where he urged for a stronger check and accountability. India is voting for a new vice president today. The election became necessary after Jagdeep Dhankar suddenly resigned from the post. Members of parliament will cast their votes in Delhi and results are expected by evening. The vice president is the second highest constitutional office in India and also chairs the Raj Sabha. Political parties have been in high-level discussion to finalize support for their candidates. Security has been tightened and the Election Commission is monitoring the voting process closely. A fierce encounter broke out between terrorists and security forces in Kulgam districts of South Kashmir. The gunfight took place in the Gadar forest where the army, local police and CRPF launched a joint search operation. As the forces closed in, the hiding militants opened fire leading to heavy exchange. Residents in nearby villages were asked to stay indoors for safety. Authorities believe 2 or more terrorists are trapped. Reinforcements have been rushed and the operation may continue through the night. People across India and many parts of the world witnesses a beautiful full lunar eclipse on Sunday night. The rare event began at 9:57 p.m. and lasted for over 3 hours. During the eclipse, the moon appeared dark red before slowly turning bright again. Sky watchers and astronomy lovers captured amazing photos. Scientists explained that the Earth's shadow completely covered the moon, creating the eclipse. Many temples performed special prayer while families step out to see the glowing moon late at night. Congress MP Shashi Tharoor welcomed Prime Minister Narendra Modi's recent statement on India-US trade issues. He said the Prime Minister used a more balanced and careful tone on the tariff dispute, which was a positive change. Tharoor noted that this approach may help reduce tension between the two countries. However, he also cautioned that India must remain alert and protect its economic interest. His comments came after Modi's responded to US concern about trade, showing a more cooperative stance. Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif faced embarrassment after social media platform X flagged his recent statement as false. He had claimed that Pakistan gained victory in the 1965 war against India. Fact checkers on X added context, saying the war was actually a defeat for Pakistan, both politically and military. Many users mocked the claim, sharing historical records and UN reports. The clarification by X has sparked debate in Pakistan, with opposition leaders accusing the PM of spreading lies. Japan's Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba has resigned from office. According to Japanese media, he took the decision to prevent further division within his ruling Liberal Democratic Party. Ishiba, who had been under political pressure for weeks, submitted his resignation on Sunday. His departure is expected to trigger a leadership contest in the party. Analysts say the move is aimed at stabilizing Japanese politics ahead of upcoming elections. Opposition parties have demanded fresh polls to give people a clear choice. The Indian stock market opened strong on Monday. Sensex climbed 300 points to trade near 81,000, while Nifty jumped 100 points. Heavy buying was seen in metal, auto and realty shares, giving major support to the market. Experts said positive global cues and strong domestic demand boosted investors' confidence. Stocks like Tata Steel, Maruti and DLF were among the top gainers. Analysts believe if the momentum continues, market may hit new records high this week, though some profit booking is possible. Team India has started preparation for the upcoming Asia Cup in Dubai. Players are practicing at the ICC Academy, where focus is on fitness, batting and bowling drills. During the practice session, wicketkeeper Sanju Samson and fast bowler Jasprit Bumrah were seen talking and sharing strategies. The team is working hard under the guidance of coaches to adjust to UAE conditions. Fans are excited to see India in action as the Asia Cup will be an important step before the World Cup. Heavy rains have caused major damage in two states. In Uttarakhand, a landslide near Kali Mandir blocked the Haridwar-Rishikesh railway lines after large rock fell on the track. Train services were disrupted while workers tried to clear the debris. Meanwhile, in Rajasthan, continuous downpour led to flooding in several districts, including Udaipur and Jalore. Authorities declared school holiday in at least 8 districts. Rescue teams have been deployed and the government has asked people to avoid waterlogged areas.